Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Alcabir the Analyst, and today I'll be talking some Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills is still a dangerous team. Don't let the struggles fool you, man. This is Alcabir the Analyst. Alright, so if you're a Buffalo Bills fan and you run into this video, I know a lot of you guys like me because I'm on your side, man. I understand how it feels to be a bottom feeder of your division. And when your team finally comes up and beats something, you still don't get the respect. So I understand my prediction in the offseason. Once again, I thought it's going to be Eagles versus Buffalo Bills. A lot of people told me that was ridiculous. But Buffalo Bills been great. Eagles haven't. It just is what it is. Eagles is first place in their division. Buffalo Bills in first place in their division. Yes, Buffalo Bills have been struggling. They've been struggling. Let's just cut to the chase. But I believe this is still a dangerous team. I don't know what happened. It seemed like since that Kansas City Chiefs game, and I called it out. I'm like, it's probably a formula out there to beat the Buffalo Bills. And then strangely enough, Kansas City ran it all day on them. Tennessee did the same thing. Patriots tried to do that, which they almost won, but I can't lie. Buffalo Bills defense came up. They got the fumble recovery, game was over, and they did what they were supposed to do. Like I said, they're going to beat the Jets. They was going to beat the Patriots. But what the thing is, Buffalo Bills need another solidified win. Yes, they bumped off the Rams, but since then, they haven't been playing no real competition. They beaten up on their division. They beaten up, of course, on the Jets. They beat the Dolphins. They beat Oakland. So they beat up on the teams they supposed to beat, but they need another solidified win. I believe in y'all, but I know the fans probably thinking like we probably need a solidified win to show that they are serious. So if they can beat the Seahawks Sunday, that would be something else, man. That would be great for them because I believe the Bills are serious, but I can't back up my theories and my points because if Josh Allen playing at he hasn't been playing good at a low level, and if the defense is not playing good, who else can they beat? Like, say if they get into the playoffs again and get knocked off the first round, it'll be a highly disappointing season. So they need another win to show they're the real deal. Yes, I believe they're going to win the AFC East. A lot of people are bullish on the Dolphins, but I don't think the Dolphins are better than the Buffalo Bills. I believe Buffalo Bills have the best quarterback in the division still. I believe he's better than Tua right now. So I still believe the Buffalo Bills will win their division. No doubt about it to me. Called this out in the offseason. They will win their division. But I still have the same concern. Josh Allen plays with heart. They got a Stephon Diggs. Offensive line is pretty decent. Beasley is Beasley. He's very dependable. But it's that defense. I called it out before. I'm like, well, they knocked off the Rams, but that defense is not that good. And a lot of Buffalo fans push back on me. They's like, nah, such and such was hurt, this and that. Our defense will pick it up as time go on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to y'all because obviously y'all study the Buffalo Bills probably way more than I do. And as I've been seeing, it's the defense. It's the defense, man. Once again, like I said again, Josh Allen hasn't been playing good. But if you look at his numbers, they still pretty good. He still have a QBR 80.8. That's above average. A completion percentage of 67.1, which is really good. Passing yards are 2,172 yards and also 16 touchdowns. So, I mean, That's not bad. And what, 5 picks? That's not bad stats. I expect his stats to be higher by now because he was playing at such a high level like the first 4 weeks. But he's digressing a bit, just a bit. But I believe he will pick it up. Josh Allen is one of those guys, man. He plays with heart. So I believe he will get it right. He will get it right. So Buffalo Bills fans, don't panic on Josh Allen. Now my MVP theme for him, it might not be it because first and foremost, he's Josh Allen. He's the most hated by the media. And second, he's been having back-to-back games where he's just not playing well. So that is what it is. But I believe he still will have a pretty good season. He will have a great season. Just let the season go by. His numbers will pick it up. But the original point of this video, they still a dangerous team. They still a dangerous team. Don't let the media, don't let anybody fool you because they went on that 2-game losing streak and now they beat the Jets and the Patriots. Now people are like, oh, the Patriots struggling. Obviously the Jets struggling. So now they trying to put this out like they beating up on weaker teams and they can't beat the elite teams. And it's hard for me to argue that. It's really hard. But I know they better than what they put up against Tennessee. I know they better than what they put up against the Chiefs. But if you allow that many rushing yards, you're most likely going to lose the game because obviously the other team is probably winning time of possession. And then plus, with your quarterback and your offense just sitting back on the sideline, hey, you get cold. You're just not going to play the same if you're constantly on the sideline. Buffalo, the first 4 weeks, they's playing as a fast-paced offense. They defense, they get stops, they get the ball and do what they got to do. But if you allow these many rushing yards and your defense is playing at a low level, it's going to be hard to win games, man. So that's what I fear is that defense. And it's weird for me to say that because Buffalo, despite the struggles in the past, they always had a good defense. They always looked for the quarterback. Now it's vice versa. I believe they have a pretty stout quarterback, but the defense, I just don't know. I just don't know. But Buffalo is still a dangerous team. I just wanted to put this out because just to let everybody know, man, I'm still on Buffalo's side, but they do have some things to fix. And also, they just have to prove that they can compete with those elite level teams, Kansas City, Tennessee, who else on the AFC, the Steelers, the Ravens. They got to prove that they one of those teams. And I believe they are. I believe they are. You can't argue a team that only lost 2 games. They only lost 2 games. Trust me, they will be fine. They have to beat the Seahawks. They have to do it. They have to. They have to show they are those guys and Buffalo's not to be reckoned with. They have to win that game. They have to. And if not, they got to knock off the Cardinals. They got to show that they could win these fights, man. And Seahawks defense is not as good. I don't think Russell Wilson is having a great season. I don't want to come off like I'm this Russell Wilson hater. But when he played teams above 500, he struggled, man. He struggled. He struggled against the Dolphins. He struggled against the Cardinals. He did his thing to the 49ers, but the 49ers are kind of decimated. So Buffalo, I believe y'all can pull this one off. I believe Buffalo can pull this one off and show that they're still a dangerous team. Do not sleep on Buffalo. Once again, do not sleep on Buffalo. And what do you think or how do you feel about Buffalo, man? Do you feel like they're still a dangerous team or that was just a fluke the first 4 weeks? But this is Alcabir, the analyst. Goes.